Welcome back everyone to my Let's Play with Dragoon X Omega II. Last episode we were with Sargon and we did some level grinding, mainly money grinding though, to be able to afford new weapons and armor. We got the plate helmet, the plate armor, and we got the shotgun. So our defense went from 5 with the iron equipment all the way up to 18, and our attack went from 5 with the dart gun all the way up to 11 now. So we're in good shape to take on the Marsh Temple. Could technically skip the Marsh Temple for now. We could just go back to the Varian's lair. Once you defeat the Varian, you'll end up getting the hover bike, which is this game's equivalent of the canoe, and you can use the canoe to pass through this river up here. But eventually you're going to have to go back to the Marsh Temple anyway, because defeating Tyris lets you rescue Princess Kai. And she ends up giving you one of the keys to the Great Divide. The Great Divide is blocked off by 2 doors, and the princess has one of the door keys. So the Great Divide is where the final kind of half of the game takes place. So, but yeah, here's the dead-end river here. So we'll be coming back here after we defeat the Varian. I have to do some level grinding though to defeat the Varian. Speaking of level grinding, I kind of went over this way because I was close enough to almost to another level. And I fought a few extra battles here. I'd be able to get level 6 before I hit the Marsh Temple, so that'll just help out a little bit. So we have another new enemy there. It has Shock and the Ambrose skills. Shock is an attack spell, deals about 10 to 40 damage. And Ambrose heals an enemy for 7 to 28 hit points. So to see enemies getting some skills here. The Shogonites and the sniper enemies that we'll encounter in the Marsh Temple, they will have magic spells just like us. They'll have the bolt and the aura spells. So there's a bridge. There's a few holes in the bridge, so we can't cross the bridge. That would be nice because if we could cross the bridge, that'll take us to Lord Sai's castle, and we're going to have to go on to there anyway later on. We're going to have to take a long way around, so. Let's head to the clinic here. We got our level, so that'll heal us up. And like I said, we got a short walk to the Marsh Cave. So here are those tombs I was mentioning. There's another one over to the right. These ones, like I said, they don't say anything, so no hidden messages on them. It is a shame. Now let's head to the Marsh Temple. Actually head into it now. It's kind of big for a first dungeon, but it's pretty straightforward. The main enemies we're going to find in here are basically these humans, and these we have snipers and Shogonites. On the first level, basically you're going to run into like groups of 1. Every time you talk with a Shogonite walking around, you'll get into a battle with a Shogonite here. When you get to the 2nd and 3rd floor, enemies start coming in groups. A common group is a Shogonite with sniper. If you get to that battle, you want to take out the sniper first because they're easier. You can pretty much always take them out in 1 hit. They have less hit points than the Shogonites. They also seem to be more aggressive. They're more likely to cast the bolt spell. And that's the main thing that's going to be hurting you in this dungeon, because our defense, like I said, is much better than what it should be. Because we advanced to Eden Guard and got that better equipment. In the first episode, we did buy some steel armor. If you go to risk it, you can save some money and not buy the steel armor and just head here first. And grab the steel armor from that chest at the very beginning. But I'm just going to sell that steel armor, so money's not going to be too much of a problem for quite a while. We're going to be actually ending up doing some more level grinding after this to prepare for the Varian's lair, and we'll be getting a lot of money doing that. But the grind will also set us up for the rest of the game in terms of herbs that we're going to buy. There's not a lot of stuff to spend money on right now. We're going to have to buy the level 3 PSI spells. That's about 1,500 Arca. so not too expensive. The rest of the money that we'll be building up here, we'll just end up buying 99 herbs, and that should get us through the rest of the game. Eventually, we're going to get another healing on pills. Herbs do about 40 hit points of restoration. The pills do a little over 100. So as you advance in the game, you want to start going toward the pills instead, especially in battle. So it's a little dark. That's the one complaint I do have about this game, is the tile set is kind of dark, so it kind of makes things a little hard sometimes to kind of see where you're going. But you might take a few extra steps. Sometimes you can walk over a black tile, and then other times it looks like it's a hole. You don't know. So, speaking of black tiles and holes, there's going to be a secret treasure here. I'm not going to get it though. It's part of the side quest. I'm going to basically do the side quest all at once. But the first item in the side quest exchange is going to be found here. It's kind of like if you watch my Let's Play of Link's Awakening, there's that trading sequence where you get an item, you trade it to somebody else, and so forth and so on, and eventually you get an item that you can use to get to, in Link's Awakening, to solve the final maze. In this game, it basically is going to allow you to access the bonus dungeon if you do the trading sequence. So it starts on here. You can look to where there's like a thing pointing up. Looks like a finger pointing up. I'm going to run up here. In that thing is a watch. Somebody's going to ask for a watch later on in the town beyond the river. And if we give him that watch, then he's going to give us an item. But like I said, I'm going to do it all at once. Show off that trading sequence. And this way I can see the different dialogue that the people have. Because if I just went with like a watch right there, you wouldn't see, that he's asking for the watch. We just approach him and be like, oh, that's a watch, I want it, trade it. We get to see what he says beforehand, so. Because the thing unlocks the bonus dungeon, basically, at the end, it also unlocks the class change, so doing the, it doesn't matter, skipping a little bit here, because the end of the trading sequence doesn't happen until very late in the game. About 2/3 of the way through the game, so otherwise we end up just sitting on an item for quite a long time, not being able to use it. An item that we'll be sitting on for a while, not being able to use, is the key that we're going to get from the princess here. She is the keeper of the sun key, and then there's the air key. Grab them both. But the guy right here is Tyris. We want to heal ourselves up. He's not too difficult of a battle, especially at the level that we're at now. So, he says, the princess has the sun key. He's going to leave this land to awaken his true power. Now, who is his true power? We don't know, but we'll find out eventually. Tyris is going to be, even though we're going to defeat him here, he's going to be a reoccurring villain. And to help defeat him the first time here, we're going to start off by using the shadow spell. It just helps our evasion a little bit, so it's less likely that he'll hit us. He can still hit us with the bolt spell, because the shadow doesn't work against magic, but he's not too much of a problem. He has 120 hit points, so after about like 5 or 6 rounds, he shouldn't fall pretty easily. If you get below about 40 hit points, that's when you want to use some medicine, because he can damage you about close to 40 with a critical hit. But critical hits are rare, so we don't have to worry about them too much. But just to be on the safe side, we don't want to lose all that hard work that you did getting here. And Tyris is falling for the first time. We get a decent amount of experience and gold from him, for Arca. And now we can talk with Princess Kai. I know not of what he spoke, but I feel the madness of the Shogonite and the appearance of the demons are connected. We must tell Lord Highguy of this at once. And just like when we rescued Princess Sarah from Garland, we get work back to the castle. After we talk with the princess and the king, Lord Hyga, we'll get new dialogue. Truly, you face dark times. You must leave Hylas for the old lands of Mocha and find the Sorcerer's Mask. I know that you will succeed, Sargon. Talk with the princess. Thank you for saving me from Tyris. Take the Sun Key and beg Lord Sia of Arturnus to give you the Air Key. Once he knows what we face, he will surely help you. I pray for you in your quest against this darkness. So there's the Sun Key, one of the keys to the Great Divide. And now we'll go talk with the other soldiers in here and get some more information. The Huguenots will stand strong with Sargon. Far to the west lies this ancient city of Pogador. A swamp has blocked the way ever since the great flood of 30 years ago, making it impossible to get there. Lord Hyga wishes to leave for Mocha. No one has been there for over 1,000 years. May your strength never fade you in those strange land. Waver in those strange lands, Sargon. May the gods show you favor, Sargon. This is going to give us some more information on the past, the Civil War. A bloody civil war 20 years ago led to the birth of Arturnus. Hyga of Hylas and Saya of Arturnus have never trusted each other since, though they made peace. So yeah, so even though the princess told us to go to Lord Saya to get the Air Key, he's not going to give it without a fight. The Great Divide, a huge structure blocking the only way into Hylas, lies north of Pogador. It is closed by two seals, one of the sun, one of the air. Our ancestors could perform feats of engineering that we have lost all knowledge of. The Min Bridge to the Evangard is one such marvel. Min was the name of the White Wizard in Final Fantasy II. First fourth party member who joined you. Just a little tribute to him. Let's head on out, talk to some more folks here. You have defeated Tyris. I always knew you were the better of the two, Sargon. If Evangard was the first to encounter the demons, perhaps you should go back there and see if you can find clues. So that's where we're going. You truly are the mightiest of the Shogonites, Shogun. So that's where we're going. We're going back to Evangard. We already know the way because that's where we got the plate armor and the shotgun weapon. So we're going to head there. And we already know what we need to do once we get to Evangard. We're going to have to get to the north to the Varian's Lair. The Varian's Lair is a really, really short dungeon. But the enemies in there are very annoying because they mainly all poison you. So we want to make sure that we buy a bunch of antis. I have 15, that'll be enough. We end up getting a piece of equipment that can remove poison in the dungeon. So that's nice, but until we get that piece of equipment, you know, we're going to have to rely on the antis to heal us from poison. So, now the lair is short, but the Varian is pretty tough, so we're going to want to basically get to level 10. So we're going to do a little bit more grind in here. So that steel armor we don't need. And with all that grinding, by level 10 you'll have more than enough money to max out your herbs and buy the PS level 3 spell. So that's what we're doing for the next episode. Take care, have a good one, see you then. Bye.